Welcome to the 1-3 New Super Mario Bros. Wii tutorial. This is going to be more simple and shorter than most tutorials, but I do want to cover every single level, so I'm still going to cover 1-3. So starting off here, we're actually going to want to build up a triple jump, and the reason we build a triple jump here is that all the Hammer Brothers in the level have random patterns. So you want to make sure that you do a triple jump off of the question block because it will account for every single Hammer Brother pattern, whether he throws a hammer, whether he jumps up and throws a hammer. You will always be safe if you do the triple jump off the question block. After the triple jump, you're going to just want to hold right and run throughout a lot more of the level. You want to slide on this slope as much as possible. A strat you can do is to slide off that slope as well, but it is a little bit risky as sliding on it causes you to run into the Goomba. You want to slide until you kill one Goomba and then jump off the future Goombas by doing a small jump. And then you want to go top route because otherwise the Hammer Bro can block you on the bottom and middle routes, and then you want to keep running right until you get to this part. Now the normal strat that everyone goes for and runs, which I definitely recommend doing, is you line up a double jump right here, and then you line up a triple jump right on the very left side of this platform and bonk on the yellow pipe. You want to jump off the left side as it will allow you to jump earlier and bonk less on the yellow pipe. It may seem intimidating at first, but the strategy is actually very easy to perform with just a little bit of practice. An alternative strategy that people sometimes go for, although it is much more risky and much harder, is that you can line up a jump here and then do a turn back jump here. It's very difficult because you have to do a very specific turn back to not hit the piranha plant and still make it over the piranha plant, and also you cannot do a triple jump as you do not have enough space to get the triple and not run into the piranha plant or the pipe. After, you want to slide on the soft slope and off the pipe. There are two different strategies you can do here. One is the safe strategy and one is a slightly more risky strategy, which most people go for as it is not too difficult to perform. For the normal strategy, you want to do a full jump off the very edge of this platform, although if you jump off one of the last pixels and spin too late, it will cause you to bonk on the wall and make you not reach the top. Normally it is easier to jump off the almost edge but not the complete edge, full jump, and spin right as you're reaching the peak, and maybe if you slightly fall it will still work depending on where you jumped from. So you want to actually land as soon as possible at the top, but I wouldn't worry too much about trying to land perfectly, as just making it up there with any single jump will be pretty fast either way. A slightly safer approach that some lower level runners perform is a triple jump here. What you want to do is line up a double and then triple off the edge of the platform, and that will make the spin up to the top very easy to perform. However, you will land later in most cases, so it'll end up being slower. Technically it can be the same speed if you triple jump significantly earlier, but this is just harder to perform than the single jump setup anyway. Once you make it up to the top, you're just going to want to run across, slide on the soft slope. For every slope in the run, you want to slide a bit extra off the edge of it because it lets you keep your slope speed for slightly longer. In the last room, you may think a wall jump is faster, and although it technically is by a frame or two if you do it perfectly, I would not recommend doing it as it is much more risky. If you time the jump early, you lose a ton of time, and it basically doesn't even save time. For the last room, you just run to the flagpole. Now I actually want to mention a backup that exists in this stage. If you lose Propeller at the very end of 1-1 or anywhere in 1-2, you can grab an ice flower in 1-2 and then enter 1-3 with the ice flower. Then you can quickly grab Yoshi, get 5 Yoshi berries, and it will actually give you a Propeller back, and this backup is much faster than the 5-3 roulette block backup and only loses 5 to 6 seconds depending on your execution. One strategy that really helps with this backup is the fact that you can actually not lose speed while fluttering if you hold neutral while doing the flutters, and this can be really helpful for navigating the stage without having to slow down. In fact, if you grab Yoshi, you don't even need to slow down on the piranha plant, which you normally have to bonk on the wall while performing. One last thing that I'm going to mention here, because I won't have another chance to mention it, is the fact that after 1-3, Toad will come and talk to you. During all of these prompts, you want to be spamming 2 and A as it will progress the prompts much faster than just not pressing those buttons. Also, I'll quickly mention that during any cannon or enemy ambush loads, you want to be spamming 2 and A during the level banner area because it will make the level load in significantly faster. Also, on digital and on emulator, every single level will load faster if you spam 2 and A on the level banner, so make sure to do that for every level if you're on one of those platforms. Thank you for watching.